shall come forth.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. James Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jones on 3rd down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That's good for 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Boswell good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
You know they pay me back.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. McCann for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. McCann's got it teed up. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Jones dumps it off to Mixon. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Third and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. James Robinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jones on 1st and 10, being chased out left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Jones looking for Shepard deep. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, it's Robinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the pass.
They'll run here with Robinson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got Jack Doyle. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. McCann now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. McCann's got it teed up. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
I got you. 45 to Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50, 30, 10. Touchdown, LA. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. McCann for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. First down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the run, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. An acrobatic catch there by Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Now a give right side. Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Robinson again on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Jack Doyle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. McCann's got it teed up. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Begin.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
He's back at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Check the backer.
After the interception, here's Wilson. On the move to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique, In this case, none of it worked.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 30 on second down, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
2nd and 5. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. B.J. Hill forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Second and 20. This one out get closer to midfield across the 45. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their